What's up? What's up, water signs? How y'all doing today? Let's get some last half of January messages out for you here. Let me situate my area. I always do this, man. I always got something unattended that I'm doing at the last minute when I go live. Anyway, this is going to be one mini reading for Cancer, one mini reading for Scorpio, one mini reading for Pisces. Okay. If you would like information on how to schedule a personal reading, you already know what to do, man. Look in the description of the video. Other than that, we're going to go ahead and hop right into this. Hopping right in, man. Not wasting no time. Cancer. What important messages do we have for Cancer with their situation, universe, for the last half of January? We're going to look at the overall issue, how they feel about you. Maybe not necessarily how they feel about you, but just how they perceive you, period. Whether it's how they feel about you, their opinion of you, something to that effect, and most likely actions they're going to take, followed by 3 advice cards. All right. Hopefully we got some positive messages here. Let's see. Hopefully we got some positive messages. 2 more shuffles here for Cancer. What's up, y'all? Thanks for tuning in. Last shuffle. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Queen of Wands reverse is the overall issue. All right, so could be a fire sign that you're dealing with, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Doesn't have to be, it could be anybody, but this is loss of interest and loss of passion, okay? Now, for whatever reason, which obviously there's, with as many Cancerians that are going to watch this, there's going to be probably a limitless amount of reasons as to why, but to simplify it as accurately as possible, things just stretched out for a period of time, and for whatever reason, the energy was just lost. Okay, maybe some of you got into a situation that was just kind of monotonous and boring, and same old thing, and the actual emotional connection was neglected. For some of you, possibly. For others of you, and I'm having a feeling with this 5 of Wands energy right here, this is probably the most prevalent reason for most of you, is that there was too many challenges that were never overcome, right? We get together, and then we're going to face challenges. I don't care if you manifest your actual person, your match. You know what I mean? I don't care. You're going to face challenges. It's going to happen. There's no way around that. But how do we deal with it? How do we overcome it? And a lot of you are dealing with situations that one, the other, or both of you just never actually properly dealt with and worked through the challenges. So the connection got weaker and weaker and weaker over time. And now the overall issue here is just loss of interest. Loss of interest, especially those of you who are involved in a cycle that's been on and off for quite some time. I just don't even have the passion left to do this again, Not really. Not really. I don't feel driven. If anything, it's more obligation if I was to choose to do this again. But the way they feel about you here is they think that you're very argumentative, okay? Maybe that you're entirely too sensitive. Maybe they feel like you're too touchy and very easily offended, very easily pissed off, that some of them feel like you have a bit of an anger problem, okay, with the 5 of Wands energy right here. I also think that, I don't know, for those of you who are dealing with a past person here, they don't really feel like the 2 of you connect emotionally. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, I don't really think this person is intentionally neglecting an emotional connection. I just don't really feel like they feel like you 2 speak the same emotional language, if that makes sense. Okay. I do think that especially if this is somebody from the past, if it is, doesn't have to be, but they are waiting to see whether or not anything is going to get better between the 2 of you. Okay, if this is somebody you're currently dealing with, they're waiting to see, is this ever going to get resolved? Are we ever going to actually fix this? For those of you dealing with a past person, take it how it resonates. I think this person's waiting to hear from you. Okay, I don't really think they want to reach out to you because they're not 100% sure how you'll respond, but I think they're waiting to hear from you. Okay, but most likely actions they're going to take is I don't really feel like they're going to put forth any action to better this connection, to actually do anything to fix it. I think they're probably just, putting their head down, focusing on their work and on their finances, and just kind of keeping themselves occupied with other things while they work to do the best they can to emotionally detach themselves from them. And yeah, I don't really see them actually putting forth any action to fix things and make things better. Okay. Oh, that was quick. First advice card jumped right out. Oh, and you know what it is. It's the Eight of Cups. If y'all can see that. Maybe time for you to walk away from this. If this is somebody that you're currently dealing with, it may be time to just walk away. Deuces. If this is somebody from the past you've already separated from, keep on walking. Just keep on walking. Man. Let's see here. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. And the moon and a couple of them came out here. Okay, so yeah, I really think it's best for you to go ahead and walk away from this. Okay, it could be a Pisces that you're dealing with, but don't hold in how you feel. Let it be very, very known how you feel. And I haven't met too many Cancers that have a problem with that. Most of you are pretty good at expressing that. But either way, I don't think the two of you work together as a very good team. Okay, even if this is one of those types of situations where even if the two of you did make a very solid decision to say, okay, I'm going to work on this and you're going to work on this, we still wouldn't make a good team because we can't work together. We don't work together very well. You know, does that make sense? Well, that wasn't the most positive of messages, but we will be getting started on February here very soon. So hopefully we get some more positive stuff then. Anyway, Scorpio. What do we got for my Scorpios for the last half of January? Six of Cups showing its face here. Some of y'all are dealing with somebody from the past. Could be another water sign. Three shuffles. 1, 2, and 3. King of Pentacles in the reverse. All right, so the overall issue here could be an earth sign that you're dealing with, possibly. Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Doesn't have to be, but either way, the overall issue here is somebody, one, the other, or both of you, didn't, how do I word this as efficiently as possible? It's somebody didn't have their priorities in order, okay? So that could mean any number of things. When you don't really have your priorities in order, obviously everything is very scattered and unorganized, but especially in dealing with a connection, okay? Well, this could have had to do with the financial aspect for some of you. You know, there could have been some money problems and, you know, arguing over finances and money and this, that, and the third. But either way, in a general sense, if we come together and just one of us doesn't have our priorities in order, then we're not working together. We're not actually traveling forward and walking the path and taking the steps that we need to take in order to grow together and to evolve together and take things to the next level and keep ascending in evolution. Okay, so this right here could have caused an energetic stagnation where the two of you just got to kind of a certain point and we got one or two choices. Either we pull our heads out of our asses and get to work on this, we separate and call it a day, or we just stay in one spot, circling around, you know, repeating the same cycles over and over and over, you know. So that's the overall issue here. Okay, the way they feel about you, I do think that they are very passionate about this. They are, but I don't really think they want you to know. Okay, they're contemplating reaching out. They are watching you. They do have their eye on you. Okay, especially if this is a past person in which there's no communication. They're thinking about reaching out. They're contemplating, but I don't see them doing it. But I do see them keeping a silent eye on you. You know, keeping the Facebook page. Checking out the Instagram. Maybe if you have a YouTube channel, they might watch your videos and not comment or something like that. You know, I see silent watching, but I don't see them actually reaching out because I don't think they trust you with their emotions for whatever reason. I think that this person has a bit of an ego problem, and doesn't really want you to know how they feel for whatever reason. Okay, actions that they're going to take, nothing really. I don't see any action here. Two of Wands, okay? I think with the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Wands, there's a bigger part of them that would much rather you reach out and you make contact But I really do think that they're contemplating whether or not they should reach out. I'm seeing a lot of that here. Okay, this has been coming through for lots of the signs throughout the course of these videos right here. So we got a lot of people who are at crossroads. You know what I'm saying? You're going to take this path or take this path. But I do think that they are getting impatient, waiting to hear from you. They've been waiting to hear from you for a while. And I think they're getting impatient, but I don't see them taking it upon themselves to take any action. Those of you who are familiar with the tarot, Temperance reverse could be a Sagittarius you're dealing with, but there's no action here in these two cards. Okay, there's no action here. That's like the opposite. It's just kind of standing still, doing nothing, waiting. You know. Well, man, that wasn't very action packed, was it? Dadgummit. Well, what advice do we have? 3 advice cards. 3 advice cards for Scorpio for the last half of January 2021. 10 of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, I think a lot of you need to allow yourselves to heal from this. Let's go ahead and walk out on a limb here and say, if you ever do decide to make contact or whatever the case may be, you want to make sure that you're healed from this first. Okay? Don't be holding no grudges. Okay, Scorpio. If you do, that's cool. Just acknowledge it and acknowledge the fact that does need to be healed from. And I would allow myself to heal first before making contact. Okay? That is just kind of like a safeguard. And I mean, there's no way to guarantee it, but if there was ever a way to try to protect yourself from really, really getting stuck on that karmic wheel, that would be it. Okay? Allow yourself to heal first. Let's get 3 shuffles. 1, 2, and 3. Thank you, D, for that super chat. Greatly appreciated. Thank you. Okay, 3 of Wands. Yep, Knight of Wands reversed. Yep, see? Those of you who are contemplating reaching out or waiting to hear from this person, I wouldn't entertain any kind of communication until you're healed. Allow yourself to heal, okay? I mean, it's kind of, you would think it's common sense. I would really like to think that the vast majority of us here are level-headed, mature adults, and it's just kind of common sense that if I'm pissed off at you, what would me talking to you, what good would that do? If I'm mad at you, if I'm not healed from this, if I'm still hurt, you know, if I still feel betrayed, if I still feel those negative emotions, what do you think us getting? That's like stepping into, you know, like sticking your hand down a rattlesnake hole, you know? It's dangerous. It's no guarantee that something bad's going to happen, but it's way too risky, man. There's no sense in taking the risk. Okay, we're here to heal. We're not here to create more karma for ourselves. We're here to heal. Heal, transcend, transmute energies into something, hopefully fuel, that you can use to better yourself. And we're here to heal and evolve. Heal and evolve, not strap ourselves tighter to the karmic wheel. You know, the hell good is that going to do? It ain't going to do no good, dude. The earth, see, I don't even really know how many lifetimes we have to come back to earth to finish up any karma. Okay, that's a whole other ball game for a different video, but, you know. There's just no karma. We don't have time for karma, okay? Allow yourself to be healed. We don't have time for that. All right, last but not least, Pisces. What do we got for Pisces for the last half of January 2021? What do we got? Pisces. Pisces. Oh, there we go. Boo, 7 of Swords in the reverse. That could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be. It could be anybody. But I do feel an apology. Okay? Somebody here, one, the other, or both of you, feels kind of guilty and wants to apologize. Somebody does. Could be an apology coming through for some of you. Okay, let's get 3 shuffles. 1, 2, and 3. Eight of Swords, though, the overall issue here is there was a lot of truths and a lot of facts being ignored, okay? There's somebody here that was not really wanting to be in touch with reality, wasn't really wanting to. It could have been their own faults. One, the other, or both of you was, that's what a lot of times that 8 of Swords represents. my refusal to look at myself. Okay, not every single time, but a pretty good majority of the time that comes out. That's what it's telling me, is that one, the other, or both of you is refusing to look at their own behavior, refusing to look at your own mistakes, the truths and the facts that surround what's going on. And that was the overall issue here. The way they feel, I think they want to communicate. Okay, I do definitely, could be a Libra that you're dealing with here. I do think that they have a lot that they want to say, but I do have to jump down here to the second line really quick. I don't know if I see him doing it, man. I don't know. You have two cards of communication here. I think they are going ahead and letting this tower fall. They're letting the tower burn down. I don't see them. They don't really feel like trying to reconcile this. Okay. They really don't. I think that they're wondering whether or not they should. They have an inner battle going on as to whether or not this is the right decision, to go ahead and just let it be over with the tower card here and the justice reverse. And they have a lot that they want to say. They do want to talk to you. Okay. But the actions they're going to take, I may have to clarify this, but they could be, and it's funny that I just said this to Scorpio. They could be waiting for themselves to heal first. They could be waiting until one, the other, or both of you is over it. Like, okay, so right now Pisces is really pissed off. And if I reach out to Pisces probably going to bite my ass off. All right? So I'm going to wait until I think, or it could be the other way around. It could be, I ain't got nothing nice to say to you right now, so I'm going to be the bigger person and keep my mouth shut until I've collected myself. Something like that. Okay, let me see here. Let me get a clarifier just to see it, because that's very uncertain as to what the action is going to be. Okay, Ace of Swords. So I do think that you are more than likely going to hear from this person, but they're thinking it through. I think that there are some apologies that need to be exchanged, probably from both of you, to be honest with you. The vast majority of us, I don't care who you are, what your sign is, in any given failed connection, both sides usually have apologies to hand out, So I do think, take that how it resonates. But I do think that somebody feels guilty here. There are some apologies that need to be had, accepted, and handed out. And I do think that more than likely, after a period of this person thinking it over, you're probably more than likely going to hear from this person. But I don't really think it's going to be an attempt to reconcile. I think it's more than likely going to be, just an attempt to clear the air and can we at least be cool? I don't want to get back with you. we don't have to be a part of each other's lives again, but can we release each other from this negativity that we've experienced? You know what I mean? Something to that effect. What advice do we have? Advices for Pisces. I know a lot of you are waiting to hear me say that. What advice do we have? Oh, the Empress in the reverse. Okay. So right now, I don't think the number one goal should be to search to find a reason to tie yourself down to anything. That doesn't mean don't ever accept a stable relationship. What that means is the goal is not to chase being tied down to something stable. Okay, that stability, that connection, that would you and this person would come together and build something stable. That's a manifestation. Okay, you can't chase a manifestation. You can't pursue a manifestation. The only thing you can do is pursue a frequency. That's all you can pursue. You have to pursue, match, and maintain a frequency before the universe will bring it to you. Okay, don't chase the manifestation. The universe is too playful for that. If you chase the manifestation, it'll run from you. If you search to try to find the manifestation, it'll hide from you. You have to attract the manifestation to you. Okay, let's get 3 shuffles here. 1, 2, and 3. Six of Cups reverse and the Judgment card. Okay, it's very important to understand and accept that the separation here was divine intervention. Okay, from a spiritual perspective, it was the plan from the get-go. Okay, we see that a lot. We are in the transitionary process where we're phasing out of that. But we are still kind of in that process where we humans, all we give a damn about is love, okay, and romance. That's all we care about, okay? And that's not a bad thing. But the thing about it is from a spiritual perspective, on the other side, there is no particular type of connection that's any better than another, okay? But we humans don't think that way. We think love and romance is the most important connection, period. But the other side doesn't see you and your romantic connections as any more or less important than, oh, the connection you have with your next door neighbor, or that bully in high school that pulled your underwear up your ass crack and shoved you in a locker, or the connection you have with your mom or your brother or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, however, because all we tend to care about is love, a lot of times that's what the other side uses to get you to do what you need to do, okay? So there is very, very frequent, okay? I don't really have time to break the whole thing down and explain it like I would in a personal reading, but it's very frequent for, if you ignore all the signs, all the synchronicities, all the synchronistic events, the synchronistic numbers and coincidences, you ignore all that and you keep wandering the wrong way, deviating away from the plan, the universe will send a lover to energetically stick to you and drag you down a path, and then you part ways. It's what they call a bump contract, okay? So it's very important to understand that I really think a lot of you are dealing with something that was the plan from the get-go, okay? It was divine intervention. There was no accident about the two of you coming together or separating, but it's very important that you make peace with your past, okay? You need to understand that there was a very, very important divine reason behind the entire experience, and that holding on to and clinging to negativity is not going to do you any good. It's going to slow down, if not completely halt your progress. Not most of you. Most of you, it'll just slow you down big time. Really slow you down and make that evolutionary process take much longer than it should. Okay? All righty. I feel like the messages my water signs needed to hear have come through. I greatly appreciate every last one of you that tuned in and played along. Thank you so much for all the positive feedback, likes, comments, super chats, all the shares on social media and stuff like that. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Remember to look in the description of the video for information on how to schedule a personal reading. Thanks again for tuning in and showing love, y'all. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all have a good day.